right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Kill a Kill, episode 15. All right. Yes, Ryuko has yet to face Satsuki in the battlefield trip, the current wielder of the glove. Yes.
That's right. Yes.
It is not a transformation sequence of Senketsu without the classic ching, you know.
That's right.
And
then of course Mako is also here because
Mako is Mako.
Because Mako is Mako. She is best girl #1.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Specifically with the battlefield trip, it seems to be going very well for Satsuki so far.
Almost over.
Yeah, it's almost over at this point. But I wonder if this is somehow a part of her plan because she did intentionally leave Ryuko in a specific state.
This is very true. Yeah.
So her coming back and her
how that's going to be handled.
All the stuff how this is going to be handled. This is crazy. And we haven't had a real confrontation with them that could lead to a legitimate fight since before the crazy part where
good point. I think it would have been episode 3
3 because
Nui intervened.
Nui intervened. And
dang.
And Mako also intervened in the blood rage part there. So
That's right.
It's awesome. Okay, kill guys. Without further ado, let's get into this. All right, guys, we're gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Osaka. And isn't that kind of a legendary tower in Japan?
I believe so.
I keep forgetting what it's called.
Did you expect anything less?
He's like in his
that,
Nudist Beach outfit.
But like that, he almost.
Oh
looks
my
like
gosh! What?
And this track.
Yeah. Oh yes, please.
Yes, I love it. And the guns are.
Haha. All right.
The handguns are right by at the crotch. Oh my gosh, that is just.
Oh. Whoa. Dang. Oh yeah, Satsuki has to defeat the Zenny-fueled crowds.
The rule of cool of this right here.
Oh my gosh. Oh!
Exactly.
Oh! Says the guy standing on top of it.
Yeah.
Indeed. All right. Oh, dang. Holy crap. Wow.
Holy crap.
Dang. Wow. And Satsuki's like, power is power. Oh! Wow! Satsuki! Oh, it is fear. Holy crap. What? His own transformation sequence?
Did he build himself a mech?
What? Anti-Honoji Academy Mechanized Weapon! Dodonbori Robot! Wow. Okay. Yes. The stench of your overblown arrogance. Let's say we go Dutch. Oh my god. Wow. Shot put. Yes.
Yes.
Oh crap. Good match. This guy's like some kind of video game boss. An Amerikamura.
The fear that clothing brings.
The only thing that's cheap here is your life! Oh!
Doesn't even move to block them, just stands there all cool.
Whoa! That is a very cool drawing. Like that was pretty legit. Oh, Gamagorira!
She's like the size of his ear.
Yeah. Ah, indeed. Yes. Indeed.
I love how his size just has no limits. He will get as big as he needs to be for the occasion.
Oh, a new Ultima uniform for Sanagayama. Nice. Oh my gosh. Cheap hero show crap!
Is this Genji?
No, this looks like
No, up close it looks way different.
Mark III, alright. Oh yes, we must let him. Yes. It always opens when he's gonna talk. Nice. Headbutty wrist! Headbutty wrist! What? Okay,
Shamelessly repeating footage.
Oh yes. Like 5 times. What the heck? Flame off. Oh! Oh, that's a badass shot.
Yeah. Because you are beneath my notice.
Yes. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. In your mind. Ah. Huh. With the glasses coming off. All right. Ha! One more time. Oh, no, never mind. Just getting him away. I was like, Marco? No, stay back. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The lioness uses her full strength even when hunting a rabbit. I love it.
Oh! Oh! They're going all out on this one. Junketsu! She can't. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I was just gonna say that. I was like,
Yeah.
oh!
Nudist
Beach! Here they come! Oh my god.
I love this
This
so
is beautiful.
much.
And even his nipples are still... What are these? What are these?
I have
like,
no idea.
These suits. Yes. Gotcha. Alright, cool. That name was for real. You naked fool. Soka. It's a trap! Yes. According to Keiku.
Dori, yeah.
Yes, Keikaku. Fade like morning dew. Oh, okay. So badass.
Okay, yeah. This is awesome.
Oh! Wow! Right. Dang! Oh, my favorite one. I like that one too, but no,
all right.
I love it. Dress to kill. And all the
This is so amazing.
What is this? Just explosion.
Yeah.
And Mako in the distance, like. Oh. Oh. Impossible. So is it basically useless then? They'll have to beat her in under 1 minute. Okay.
All right.
Hey, this is the fusion stuff, you know?
Yep.
So you can wear me.
Believe in me like Mako does.
Oh. Yo, way! Yes!
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! I want to see the glove come out of the blood in her hand here.
Oh, it's fire!
It's on fire! Oh yeah! Oh, it's painful. Oh yeah! Oh! Dang! Wow! She got it! Wow!
Okay.
You can tell that they're still holding back just a little bit of the animation stuff for future fights and stuff, but this is still so stylish. Oh!
Yes!
I love how he is looking out for Mako though.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. All right. Awesome. Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
yeah, there has to be something beyond this, Satsuki, and you haven't told us. Is it your mom?
Yeah,
is
what
it
is
more
it?
than that? See, it keeps seeming like Satsuki wants to teach Ryuko.
right.
What? What? Oh! Nice! She can just use all the transformations she got against the Devas at will. Of course, they had to fight on the tower. Absolutely. What? What? Oh, the tower is going to fall. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, here we go!
This is the animation.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Nice. The butt shots are so over the top. Holy crap. Oh, did she hit? Oh. The way it comes into frame. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yes.
Oh.
Otherwise, I will have to fight you.
Not even you. The way she
Is Mako gonna fight Ira?
Oh my god. Oh. Wow. What? 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 Boom. Oh! Oh! Awesome! Oh! Whoa! Oh! Wow! So he doesn't drink it.
Oh! Dang! And then Mako comes through with the scissor blade.
I think they're just observing the battle. Oh. See, it is like she's trying to teach her. Yes.
And he says as
He's
Mako's
staring down Mako. Yes. Wow.
Dang.
It's like a version of Don't Lose Your Way, but it's...
Yeah. So Mako technically won that battle.
Yeah, kind of.
Like...
Oh. Come again? Bakuzan.
Her sword.
Whoa.
Dang.
Huh. Oh, dang. Oh my gosh. She's like, yes, Keikaku Dori. Oh, she puts the sword back into the
so
sheath.
slowly. The shining light coming from it. Indira is still gigantic.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Wait. New ending.
Wait. Or is this simply the opening that they didn't
cut
show
midway?
that they didn't show in the episode?
Oh.
Yeah, this is the opening moved to here. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But there's no image.
Yeah.
That is a little
Because, I mean,
odd.
it is the ending credits, so.
Sure, so they don't have to. But holy crap.
Wow.
Ashitaniru. すりかてきの盾に握りしめた光が光になって君に届くその瞬間にまで trying, but okay, whatever. That's you, but yeah. The telling them everything bit. We now know what Nudist Beach's goal is. He stated it in the actual episode.
Subjugation by
the life fibers that you use. So hold on, All right, we get a manic, ridiculous, another crazy,
a wonderful,
episode.
Amazing, hype episode, and oh my gosh, I can't even pin down what is my favorite part about this because it was also amazing. But I feel like the thing that stands out the most, and you know what I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
is Mako staring down Gamagori-ira to the point where he's asking Satsuki to stand down because he is like, I don't know if I can do this, man. Like, because everything else was very like, of course, kill la kill, hype, crazy battle, animation, all over the place, right?
Yep.
But then that part was just so completely contrasted and ridiculous to everything else that was happening.
Just the way that Ira respects her presence to the point that he will basically suggest that they call off the fight.
Yes. Because he also knows just how amazing of a person Mako is.
Right, the power that she represents on the battlefield.
Her firm belief and loyalty to Ryuko is very similar to his own fierce loyalty in Satsuki-sama.
It would be like if, this was a JoJo fight and Speedwagon suddenly stepped onto the battlefield and all the minions were like, hold up, Speedwagon's here! Stop the fight! We can't win! Let's go! It's hilarious, it's amazing, it's something that I think that as the show progresses, we see not just how in the visual presentation that Kill la Kill embraces its own cheesy weirdness and goofy, over-the-top stupidity, that even within the plot itself and in the way the characters interact.
And by that, we don't just mean the plot. We mean the plot.
But it's amazing because it's so silly. It's so ridiculous.
So good.
That we just can't help getting wrapped up in it. The Zenny guy getting defeated and going into his crab form where he's like shooting crab meat paste out and
and then getting defeated.
Gourd missile explosion that goes off into an atomic blast background. It's like, what even is this show?
But then he is defeated by
the
phallic scabbard.
The most terrifying form of sword penetration.
Yeah.
That was a long
Bad
sword.
way to go.
Like.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Yeah. But. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Sanagayama.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Do you want me to take care of this one?" Okay. And then he just.
Yeah, I was all like, "Oh no, he's doing it again!" He just threw him over his shoulder and ran off.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay, new transformations for the Devas.
Yes,
which looked good.
So good.
That was so good.
Like, okay, and this is the weird thing because, like, all right, transformation sequences. I've never been a big fan of them.
Me neither.
Like, it's like, okay, yeah, sure, cool. It's an anime trope kind of a thing.
Yep.
But there's just something about how Kill la Kill does it that, and I'm not even talking about the fan service.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's just like,
right?
Is it the fan service?
No, like just the way they so completely own the style of it, of like this squad, right? That just comes in and in their ascending, heights and everything, and then the different colors, and then they just all they all do their transformations, and the music and everything. It's just, I cannot help but absolutely get swept off my feet by it. It is incredible. This show is incredible. I love it so much. And really, the fan service is unfortunate because I would, if not for that, I would be telling just about everyone I know about this show.
Yeah.
Because it's so wonderful. But, like, for instance, there are certain people that probably wouldn't be able to get past that. So knowing the audience and everything. But
just looking at kind of the way that, like, just people in general on like our Discord have been like, you know, saying like, oh, like Kill la Kill, you either like love it or you hate it, basically. Yeah. Like, I totally get that. Totally get that.
Because if this wasn't your thing, then you would hate it.
It's 100% not your thing.
But if it is your thing, and this is the thing, Kill la Kill doesn't lose its way. It knows what it's about and does that proudly, right?
Yep.
So that if it is your thing, for the audience that is out there, it is just one of the absolute best things ever.
Oh, totally. And this is the thing, we didn't know this would be our thing.
Yeah, we didn't. Like
if anything, I was really worried about this show. I'm like, okay, here we go. Yep. And then... Nope, it's amazing.
So good.
So we have the whole fight.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We have also Satsuki just dropping one-liners.
Oh yeah,
like it's
the lioness does not
just the lion. Just the lion.
I'm pretty sure she said the lioness, but whatever. Point is, you know, the lion or lioness does not hold back even when hunting a rabbit, you know, or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but like
maybe you should rewatch. I totally get that. Like, there's no, sorry, you're whatever the line was, you're right. The line itself is just pure Satsuki, but there's this energy that she has that's, I would say, transcendent. It goes beyond the absurdity of the show.
Yes,
because she ends up talking about things that exude confidence and belief and all this stuff that is, I would say, for the most part, pretty good. But because they keep framing her against Ryuko a lot of the times, it's hard to see her as a true antagonist or even someone that will be eventually on Ryuko's side. But by the way they ended this episode, they're essentially like, you know, sort of in alignment with, at the very least, that they don't have to, you know, beat the crap out of each other. Like,
because Satsuki stood down, which was that was
she initiated it. She was the first one to let down her sword, and Ryuko was the one saying that. True. Ryuko was the one saying that I'll put down my sword if you withdraw your troops. You know.
Right, yeah.
And then she didn't do that. She basically did both. She's like, I'll withdraw my troops and I'll put down my sword first.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. Like,
yeah. And it's this idea that they both know how honorable the other person is. So, you know, Ryuko was willing to give her sword back and all that stuff. But then, of course, our lovely, I forget her name,
Jakazure,
yes.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. But then she just goes in and blows up the whole nudist beach hideout, and there you go.
They accomplished their objective.
And I gotta say, everything that they did with Nudist Beach this episode was so incredible.
But like, what were those outfits? What were those outfits? They didn't make any sense whatsoever.
They were like little mech wannabe suits, sort of a thing. It reminded me of like in like the third Matrix movie, but like on a less awesome thing. Like that's what they were going for, but this was on a budget. Like this was way on a budget.
These were just clamps that basically went clamp. Yeah, and we clamped over their nude parts.
Yeah. Yep.
Partially, not their butts, I guess. But then they just kind of hang there, arms restrained.
Yep. And
I was like, is this some kind of like BDSM thing where they're just enjoying being like, I'm locked in place very tightly?
I have no idea. I know that is certainly what it is for Ira, but yeah, I don't know. And like, how would they control it if they can't move their arms and things like that?
Yeah,
like,
what can they even do?
Yeah, like,
are their feet like going down?
Maybe there's a very particular kind of control for the dudes, but the women were in the same thing too. So. You know, it's
one's an in and then one's an out. You know,
I don't know, but all of that was just ridiculous in the way. But okay, the fact that they had the guns at their crotch, like they're Nudist Beach. Of course, they're not wearing clothes, but then they have like the combat belts. You know, with the gun right there. That was just
oh my gosh,
so good.
Oh wow! Like, okay, so this episode started off, I would say, ridiculously cheesy, over the top. Started going into a little bit more of the the zenny, the money. It makes people do what they want, and then Satsuki countering with, no, what rules the hearts of men is fear, and I am fearless.
Right.
And it was something that's like, well, wait a minute.
That's not what I expected Satsuki to have said.
Yeah, that sounds like something that maybe more or less kind of dictator Satsuki would say.
Right.
But I don't see Satsuki like that. I think that
she definitely has her dictator moments.
She definitely channels that energy for sure, like when it comes to ruling her school.
Yeah.
But the thing is that what we've seen her do, her actions that are taken, especially with Ryuko,
are not ones to inspire fear.
No. If anything, they are to
call up to a higher standard.
Yeah,
almost.
call up Ryuko specifically to be like, you're better than this.
Right.
Why are you being like this? And in some ways, Ryuko listened because her whole question that she was being asked was, you know, have you forgotten your rage? Have you forgotten all that?
Exactly.
Like, what about your father's killer and all that? And she's basically saying, I'm not going to let that control me. You know,
right?
I know I want to avenge my father, but I'm not going to be blinded by that. And I couldn't help but like feel that Satsuki had like this almost this proud kind of like
good.
Because here's the thing. There's so many theories that we have about Satsuki and her end game, her goals and everything.
Yeah.
But okay. We now know a little bit more specifically from the Nudist Beach angle.
Yes.
Which I think ties in a lot potentially with how this all could converge.
Yeah.
One of the things about Gurren Lagann that was really important, I think, towards the end of it, is that people like the what's it king, the
Beast King,
and everyone that basically joined up with Simone and you know the
all of humanity basically.
all Tengen Toppa and Gurren Lagann and all them. You know? One of the things that basically helped unite them was the idea that there would be this greater threat, this thing that fundamentally didn't believe in a certain aspect of humanity.
Yes.
And one of the things that's been constantly thrown at us is this idea of like identity and how the human elements, like the human body, is basically tied into one's identity and becoming who they're meant to be.
Right. And then how clothing affects that.
And how clothing affects that, and then the relationship between that. There's like this tug, this almost this weaved thread between the two. There's a connection there. And then we have, of course, scissors involved, which cut threads, you know?
Yep.
So all this leads me to believe that essentially the thing that we're going to find out here from Nudist Beach leader guy.
Aikuro? Aikuro. I think that's it.
Oh, is that the lazy homeroom teacher's name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, him. Basically, that we're going to find out that there's like a greater threat involved here. And specifically, it's whatever these like life fibers things like came from. Like whatever the source of that is. Because there are sentience involved with 100% life fibers things.
That too. But also the idea that when they said their goal, goal,
the verbiage
is to oppose
subjugation
by the life fibers that Kiryuin uses.
Right.
So that's subjugation by the life fibers, not by Kiryuin.
Right.
And that's Kiryuin, not Satsuki.
Right.
So that means the family or the mother is the true opponent. Right.
So the mother is essentially the one that is using the weapon, which is the life fibers. But the life fibers are the ones that do the subjugation. That's why they're nudists, because they don't wear clothes.
Exactly, yeah.
They can't be subjugated if they don't have clothes.
Right.
It's a very simple philosophy, but it's actually...
They can't see your panties if you're not wearing any. Yeah.
Yes. It's so brilliant from the standpoint of it tells everyone immediately what they're about.
Yes.
But it also is very just intelligent, because they talked about no, like work with me here.
Yeah.
Yes, nudists are very intelligent.
No, but I loved that they had the line in there of like, I will not be beaten by anyone with the name as silly as Nudist Beach, you know.
And it's like, no, it's actually like genius, because one of the things that any coming of age story has in it as a core theme is freedom. Like almost all of them. Almost
stepping into yourself rather than, you know, whatever you had been up till that.
Coming out from underneath your parents' umbrella.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, we have two characters involved that
have parental figures.
That have parental figures in their lives. Yes, we don't know how old really
Mako's
Satsuki
parental
is.
figures don't count.
Yes, yes, that is true. That is true. Yeah. So Ryuko lost her parental figure.
Yep.
Her father.
Right.
And because of that she lost her way. She needs to find her way.
Exactly. And that's kind of what this whole story is about.
And that's what her whole story is about. Yeah. But Satsuki has constantly been this like duo, like second. She's not a protagonist necessarily. She's like an anti-hero because she has motivations, goals, desires, dreams, and all these things that make a good character. But it's constantly framed in a way that's an antagonistic thing towards Ryuko. But it seems like the more and more we go through the story, we realize Ryuko is actually kind of the reason why Satsuki has to be antagonistic towards her.
Right.
Because Ryuko just kind of keeps annoyingly getting in the way.
Yep.
So Satsuki could be the real kind of protagonist here, and then Ryuko and her join up and go scissor action on mom, and I'm just saying, probably what it's gonna be, right?
Just
like
the phrasing, but I know.
Yep. But like, let's go back to that phrase, subjugation by the life fibers.
Well, I mean, we've seen the monster side of the life fibers, so we know that that's possible, right? And the thing that I'm a bit curious about is that the life fibers and all that stuff, that seems to be something that Satsuki is doing more experimentation on than most. Like with the uniforms and everything. Now, not necessarily with the god robes, right? Because something like Junketsu, that was something, you know, that's the wedding dress, right? She did not create that, as far as I know.
Right.
But her mother is all about clothing, but potentially different kinds of clothing, or
well, like if we go by the natural rules of shonen escalation, the mother has a bunch of god robes. That's just what makes sense.
Yeah.
She would have a bunch of, like, if she gives one to her daughter, it's probably one that's very good. But it's also probably one that would help with the subjugation of her daughter.
Right. Yeah, which makes it much scarier that Junketsu means purity. Because that could be talking about keeping like intentions and motivations pure and like staying focused, but it could also be keeping my baby kind of a thing.
And not allowing her to get basically the freedom, the messy freedom that most children need in order to grow properly.
Okay.
So what I like also with that is the transformation goes into the life fiber override. In some ways, it's her basically stating that I overcome any kind of subjugation, because the whole thing of it being really tight and like cramping down, just like I make that my own. And
so what if what Satsuki said about people are ruled by fear?
Yes.
What if that was actually...
That's not a metaphysical thing, it's a more literal thing. It's like right now, currently, people are ruled by fear.
Well, yes, but it could also be her talking maybe about how her relationship with her mother is.
Oh, sure.
That maybe the reason that she does all this stuff, the reason like she's rebelling, but not really.
Well,
like,
not yet.
Not truly rebelling.
She's using this chaos to field and practice and build her army.
Exactly right. Yeah. To sort of develop herself and her own goals and ambitions, motivations, all that stuff. Right. Whatever those are, we don't exactly know.
Well, no,
other than just conquest. Right?
I mean, let's be real, Jacob. Like, we're pretty sure she's going to go up against her mother, right? Like, And why else would she need this army?
Right. And exactly. And the thing is that with the whole idea of fear, well, maybe that's exactly why, right? Is that she is currently afraid of her mother.
Sure, I can totally see that.
And that would also build up why she hates her mother so much, because she doesn't like to be doing that. She wants to be the one standing on the top with her sword in her iconic pose and everything. Even while she was flying, that was just...
Yeah, she's like, oh, quick, Satsuki, I'll get you. And she's like, yes. I love how willing Satsuki also is to rely on her subordinates.
Yes.
This is something that is a very common thing for villain types antagonists to not do. They will never rely on their subordinates. When it's like, why not? Like,
exactly, yeah.
And in this case, she's like, absolutely. But then, of course, she has to stand proud, on top of...
And okay, and if you think about it, the stuff that she said to Ryuko...
Ooh.
Okay, because now, tinfoil hat.
Yes. Go for it.
Maybe that ties into the whole thing of fear and her being afraid of her mother. Because she said... You came here at a disadvantage. That's not wise.
Right.
Why did you do that? I'm not going to hold back just because of that, right? You don't get to have a pity party because of that, right?
Right.
So one of the best ways to see someone's inside world is to see how they deal with their outside world.
So mirror that and assume that Ryuko is then Satsuki in that instance, and Satsuki would then be Ragyo. Is what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah,
and basically, and maybe that's also, again, why she's grooming Ryuko and stuff is
and
basically
grooming her army.
And grooming her army is that she's realizing the numbers don't add up. Her numbers are bigger than mine.
I need to fix that.
Exactly, right? Because I don't like this fear thing.
Right.
And I will be the one that conquers all.
Hence why she keeps kind of helping Ryuko a little bit to
in subtle ways that could go unnoticed, so that it doesn't necessarily get back to Mama.
Right. Also, so that she could end up having a really strong ally when they end up going against Ragyo.
Yep.
Because, I mean, 2 is better than 1.
Yeah.
And there's no way I think that Satsuki could probably get her hands on another god robe and give it to someone that she thinks could utilize it. So maybe her plan has always been to just get Senketsu and maybe study it and find a way to then replicate it and make it. But then once they got it, they realized, oh, we can't make it. Like, we can't just make life fibers, We would have to distribute these out. It's kind of these cannot be created nor destroyed, which now that I think about it, that ties in a lot to the idea that the life fibers are not a synthetic thing. Like
that there's some sort of alien.
They're tied
organism.
to some kind of extra force. Because
totally could be.
Let's think about it also this way: if the life fibers are the tool, and there's something greater behind it, and that would be so triggered, Gynax Gurren Lagann kind of thing to have some kind of thing in the background that's actually in control of everything. But if those are the tool, at what point does a master attain, or does a person attain mastery over the tool?
When you can turn it on and off.
Yes, I agree. But I think the more anime expression of that is what literally Ryuko has been doing more and more throughout this show, is becoming a friend of the clothing, of in this case, Senketsu. Trusting it.
Yes.
Bonding with it. Now, here's the thing. Ragyo is the primary threat. Like, I just say, just in general.
She is the power ceiling right now.
Right now. Right now.
Yeah.
There is a very real possibility, though, that she's being puppeted.
Could be.
Because that's the thing. Like, if she's wearing these things, she could be subjugated for all she knows.
Well, here's something else that I randomly thought of. I don't know why I thought of it. Maybe this is crazy. But 2 god robes should be better than 1. Now, there could be some super god robe, right? But you're already
fuse 2 god robes together.
Yeah, but there's already 100% life fibers, right? So you can't get any denser than that, right?
I'm thinking about anime BS, like multiplicative fusions and drills on top of drills and
exactly.
mechs inside of mechs.
What if? Okay, so one of the things that's always stood out to me, this might just be a stylistic choice. It's probably just a stylistic choice, because Satsuki glows whenever she goes anywhere. But Ragyo's hair glows like rainbow glow. Like, so what if she had treatments done to infuse her body with life fibers.
I dig it. I dig it.
Like,
yes.
and she's basically a being of life fibers right now, like at this point.
Well, that's being hinted, I think, potentially with Ryuko channeling life fiber energy through her skin.
And that, I gotta say,
and it made her glow.
It made her glow. It made her glow.
Oh,
and that
Jacob,
was so awesome.
You're onto something
that was
here.
So awesome. Like, I just gotta say that, like, with her hand just blazing, and Satsuki sees this and is like, okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, that was just so cool. Like, as far as design choices and aesthetic choices and everything, and they didn't keep that for the whole fight. Like the whole thing of like, a minute. I expected they were going to do something where it's like, all right, we're going to now drag out this minute for way longer than it actually is. But no, they spent like 15 seconds on that, maybe. You know, like not long at all. It was
just to grab the glove.
Yep, just to grab the glove. Now, how she grabbed the glove off of Satsuki, who knows? Maybe Satsuki let her do it. You know. I don't know, because if you have a closed fist, you're not pulling a glove off.
Well,
right?
That also speaks potentially to the nature of what it means to have a sentient piece of clothing like that.
It wants to
return to itself.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
Here's another thing. Kind of the idea that the clothes themselves wouldn't transform with Ryuko because there was a piece missing. One of the things that is, I would say, this is a big stretch here, but there's a whole theme of relationships and coming of age and sexuality and the whole idea of, I would
confidence
say,
in yourself and knowing who you are. And
well, yes, I would say it's kind of more so just the sexuality part. When you have two people coming together and having that whole, yes it's just I can't this is an awkward subject, but the point is that in that moment, that's one of the most beautiful expressions of humanity, is that two people come together and that it ends up
becoming one.
Well, it's not necessarily becoming one.
Well, but
there's the expression and the act of it that makes this shut up. Just this something greater than what one person is capable of.
Sure.
There's it's
right.
just
and they represent that with the whole thing of the clothes of the symbiotic relationship and stuff.
Right. And it's just a physical thing, when it comes down to it. But with the themes of what it means for coming of age and all that, there's a lot more to it than that. And I think that something kind of special here is that whenever they transform, there's this exchange of blood. There's basically this fusion that happens. But because of like other moments in the past, weren't there moments where like Ryuko couldn't transform because of some kind of funk she was going through?
It was something where she was having trouble. She started untransforming, I believe, because she wasn't confident.
Yes.
She was basically embarrassed that she was, so exposed.
Right.
And Satsuki called her out on that.
Right. So my really long stretch here is that when two individuals try to make something happen out of them being together like this, but one of them isn't fully invested in it, one of them isn't really willing to give themselves fully to it.
Okay.
It's not as powerful as it could be.
Sparks, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So
this is all very scientific.
This is all very just weird, just my subconscious drivel here. But I think that eventually, when all is said and done, we might actually see some drills on top of drills and mechs inside of mechs with Ryuko and Satsuki. Yes, Ryuko and Satsuki, like actually like
well, Mako stands
as the heavens spinning, and
Mako stands there proclaiming it happening. I would absolutely yes. Absolutely. The question is how and what it will look like and what the ramifications of it will be, and all those
either just
details.
Going to be the two scissor blades, just
like slicing at the same time,
and actually looking like scissors, like that, or it's going to be something even more where they'll create some super clothing, whatever. I just want to see something of that's not necessarily literal. I just want to see the effect of that in a symbolic way at some point by the end of this story. because the more and more they have Ryuko and Satsuki fight, the more and more I see them as parallels, the more and more I see them as characters that really just need to sit down and talk.
Right.
And those types of characters are basically either the ones that they're in a relationship with each other, or they're like best friends / family, and they just need to just sit down and talk because their interests are so close to being like perfectly aligned.
Right. They're so opposite, but then at the same time, if they were to actually like communicate a bit, then they could realize how similar they are.
Right.
And then two better than one.
Yep. That's thank you for boiling down what I said so simply. Yes.
But such a good episode. But again, I have to say, Ira, Shoko, like, and being like, what are you doing? and her just,
I love how she like has this like, I'm holding my breath and inflating my cheeks at the same time, like this is Mako trying to be intimidating.
Yeah, she's just giving that look of the, don't you...
that's actually kind of terrifying to see myself making that face, because it's like, what is this, some kind of weird pufferfish technique? Remember that dumb movie with the turkeys? Yeah. I just love that one clip, just that's so stupid.
But that part was just so good.
It was hilarious.
Because the thing is that the Devas are awesome with how they are, with them being the Devas and serving Satsuki-sama and all of this stuff, and their squad transformation sequences and everything. It's excellent. It's wonderful. I love it so much. But the points where they show the individuality of them as well, those are what elevate them beyond just being the general group of people that follow Satsuki around, right?
Right.
They do that with Jakazure,
who's literally like in love with
exactly.
Satsuki.
Yeah.
Gamaguri Ira, who's got a loyalty boner for Satsuki. And he like enlarges himself to like cover them from the gourd explosion.
Yeah, and the fact that he can enlarge himself like that with seemingly no limit or reason, no explanation.
The limits of his masculine energy are unknown.
Exactly. But the fact that I just love the fact that he basically notices Mako, this weird Mako, this girl that is, some might say she has nothing exceptional about her, but those people would be completely wrong. But the idea that it's just that simple, more honest soul,
you appreciate that she is noticed so much by Gamaguri Ira.
Exactly, because it's one of those things where, like, us, the audience, absolutely love Mako. How could you not, right?
She jumps in the middle of the Ryuko Satsuki fight. Just
exactly. Yeah. So the fact that we have another character who then also recognizes how awesome Mako is when they are not the type of person, because he is absolutely the type of person to recognize that.
Totally.
But on a different side, so that because of the situation and everything, you would not expect him to, because they should be at odds with each other. So that simple conflict of him being like, I need to stop you, I serve Satsuki-sama, and I will not let you intervene. Don't make me do this, I don't want to do this.
It feels like an awkward couple who they just end up on opposite sides of the battlefield. Like, I don't want to fight you, but I will. Please don't make me do this. But instead it's with the manly and masculine.
Exactly, which makes it even funnier because it's the juxtaposition of this super-massive manly person that would, completely destroy any opposition to Satsuki-sama with overwhelming force, and yet there's this little girl that's just wanting to help her friend, and he's just like, I can't do it. I love it.
No wonder you ship the two of them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right. Guys,
I also, ship his one-way love with Satsuki-sama, but
yes, of course.
All the shipping.
I really appreciate how much discussion ridiculousness this show brings out in us.
Yeah, we never would have expected.
I really am looking forward though to seeing if any of our theories are more or less on the right track though, because I feel like since we've passed the halfway point in the show, this is kind of that period in the story where they would start kind of framing the next kind of arc of the conflict. Right. So whatever whatever the homeroom teacher tells Ryuko here is probably going to be pretty big. What I'm guessing it's actually going to be is it's actually going to be why Isshin Matoi did what he did.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and where the God Robe came from exactly.
And all that.
Yeah. Because that is still
which would be pretty cool. So guys, looking forward to that. If you want to see the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. Any level of support gets you access to our Discord where you can chat with us about stories or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.